Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry about that, y'all. I'm like having a having a crazy type of day today, y'all. I was supposed to go live actually this morning decorating this cake, but see what had happened was I had ran out of ink for something that I have to do to the cake. And so I had to send one of my sons on an errand to grab some ink. So I'm like hours late. But the cake isn't due until 3 o'clock, so I'm cool. You say you better bake that cake. Sorry, I forgot to get back to you. Oh, it's okay, Mark. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Last night was crazy anyway. A whole bunch of people was live last night. I was like, man, boy, I was really tripping off of some of the videos that I was watching last night. Yeah, we can do it tonight, Mark. Because what do I have to do tonight? My son just actually, my youngest one, the one who doesn't have a car yet, he asked me, can I pick him up from his friend's house later tonight. But that won't be until, I don't think that'll be until about probably 11. Yeah, probably 11. I won't have to pick him up too early. But yeah, that'll be cool. Find us a topic to discuss, Mark. Because I really haven't been too much watching the media as of late because I've been so busy doing my TV show reviews and working and things, working and things. But hey everybody, come on in, come on in. I'm just up here decorating the cake that I baked last night. I'm just trying to get this bad boy done. As I said earlier, I was supposed to get up early this morning, and that's my fault because I was like, oh, I got plenty of time to do the cake, and I should know better. I've been doing this long enough. I should know better than to procrastinate. But I was tired. Oh, the hood table, man, Mark. I was just talking to Samantha. I hope she's watching the live. Because me and Samantha's schedules have just not been permitting us both to go live. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. That was actually the person who I'm making the cake for had just called me. Just to say what time they'll be by to get the cake. So, as you guys, anybody who's watched me decorate before, you know what I'm doing right now is basically just a thin layer. This is kind of like, if you're painting, this is kind of be like the primer. This kind of be like the primer. So that you know where I'm coming from. But in cake terminology, it would be called the crumb coat. And basically, the crumb coat is just a thin layer that you apply, a frosting that you apply to the cake, just to seal up all the crumbs on the cake. Thus, crumb coat. But yeah, just a thin layer. You don't want it too thick, because you're gonna put frosting on top of it, and you want this coat to be thin, and then you're gonna put it in the fridge for about 15, 20 minutes. Even longer is okay. I mean, it all depends on how much time you have. You just don't want to freeze the darn cake, you know. You don't want to freeze it. So the crumb coat does not have to be perfectly perfect, but it does has to be all over the cake. So I'm putting a little bit more on the sides, and then shaving off the excess, because again, you don't want too much on there, because in this case, we're going to decorate on top of this white, this vanilla flavored buttercream tasty frosting. We're gonna decorate on top of this and put designs on it, and then also it's gonna be different colors. I got like I got 2 different colors I'm using for this cake. I already made my colors before I got on the live, because that takes a lot of time. Not a whole lot of time to make the frosting, but it does take some time. Hey, Royalty Cosmos, how you doing? Hey, Things So. Hey, what's been going on, you guys, on these YouTube streets? You guys make sure you check out everybody in the chat. Y'all know I don't mind you networking. Just kind of do it discreetly. Y'all know how it goes. Go to somebody's channel. Watch a video, at least a few minutes, leave a genuine comment, like the video, and then tag their name in the chat with the little TV sign, the little TV emoji. That's my little emoji for my channel. I'm about to put this in the freezer for about 10 minutes so the crumb coat can dry. And then I'm going to start filling my bags with frosting. So I'm just over here at my other fridge. I have several refrigerators. And because I have so much stuff. So hold on, here I come. Okay, got that in the fridge. Let me wash my hands. Woo! Okay. Alright, I'm watching the chat on my phone. Hey, Glazies, thank you for putting the TVs up. Glazy just put the TVs up. so you can know what the emoji looks like. And thank you, Royalty. Thank you for sharing out my live. I appreciate that. I just noticed you did that. Thank you so much. I'm going to start filling these bags with frosting. I have some 16-inch bags. And it's going to be a multicolored cake. I got some orange. Orange, I love orange. But it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for my liking. It's not for my taste. And I'm going to let you know the pipes that I'm going to be using. But yeah, you guys, when I'm doing cakes, we can talk about anything. I'm not just here to teach. If you have questions, feel free to ask. But other than that, I'm just working on a cake for a 12-year-old boy this time. And we can discuss whatever. YouTube streets, trending news. Anything you want. Anything you want. Oh, Glazies, are you going to be able to go on live tonight? Oh, this is at 8:45. By the way, let's see if you can see it. Let me put it over here. Can you see that? This is an 8:45. It's a large open star tip. A large open star tip. This is what I'm going to use for the border of the cake. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. I told Mark I'd be available as well. What's a good time for you, Glazy? Because I know you're like 5-6 hours difference over in England. So what's a good time for you over in our time? And then the rest of these tips, I have 3 of them. They're the same kind. They're open stars. They're just, see, open stars. They're just smaller. They're just smaller. And I'm putting the couplets in there. I put the bigger couplets in here for the big open star. And then you use smaller couplets. If I can hold it right. Smaller couplets for the smaller tips. And you just push it all the way down and cut a little bit, not too far, because you don't want the white couplet to go all the way through. You just want the plastic to be level with the bottom of the couplet. See that? And then you just put your tip on the end. And then you close it up with the other end of the couplet. So I'm going to do that a few more times with the rest of my stars. Hey, Miss Natural Nolans. Hey, Booski. What up? What's going on? Is it hot as heck down there in New Orleans? I know it's been hot up here. So I can imagine what it feels like down there. I wish I could be able to go down there for the Essence Fest, but maybe next year. Maybe next year. We shall try for it next year. Okay, that's my second bag for my star. And one more bag. Make sure you you know I'm going to be looking forward to your videos and your pictures and all that. I know that is so fun. I keep saying I'm going to go, and then always end up not going. Don't ask me why. Okay, I need another end. I left it on the counter. My other little piece to go on the bottom. Let's see, because I'm going to do orange, brown, brown. Yeah, I'll do orange, brown. And this is a cake for a little basketball player, by the way. He is turning 12 years old. And let's see, which color am I going to do first? Trying to decide, do I want, what majority cake color do I want on this cake? I think orange. Yeah, I think orange, so I'll do the border brown. Yeah, I'll do the border brown. And the colors of the cake colors are, oh, I need another spoon. The cake colors are brown and orange. Orange for basketball, brown for basketball court. Basically. And here's my brown frosting. I make my own frosting. And to make brown, remember, I don't know how many of you was on my last live when I was working with black frosting. But remember, brown is the base for black frosting. I'm not doing black frosting today. I thought about it, and I might still can. If I want to highlight it with a little black, I guess I could if I wanted. But remember, to make black frosting, you have to make it white first. With your butter, your sugar, your vanilla flavor, and your milk. Always use vitamin D milk when you make your frosting. And I like to use name brand powdered sugar. I don't play with that off-brand powdered sugar. You said let the games begin. Hey, how you doing? Let the games begin. What's up? What's going on? But yeah, to make your black, this is brown base. So after you dye your color brown, then you start adding the black to it. Because if you make black frosting by just throwing the black color into the white frosting, it's going to turn out gray. Because black and white equals gray, right? So you have to darken your color first before you start trying to make it black. But anyway, I might make some black later. I got the color out. I just haven't decided if I'm going to use it. Probably halfway through the cake, I'll probably figure if I want to use it or not. But. And then we have our orange frosting over here. Nice, pretty orange. Hope you can see it okay. It might look a little yellow because of the light, but it's really, really orange. I use a lot of orange in there. Okay, so that's my orange. And then for the big open star, for the border, I'm going to use brown. So what do y'all think about, I don't know what sector of YouTube you guys are mostly on. I know a few of y'all in here are in my sector of YouTube. What do y'all think about the last few evenings or the last few days on YouTube? You know, they started a panel. They started a 4-person panel on YouTube. And the name of the panel is called, it started with Joyce. It started with Joyce's channel. I'm covering my frostings. Because if you leave your frosting uncovered too long, it starts to get really hard. And it'll start getting crunchy. And you'll have to like remix it again to make it soft again. So never leave your frosting uncovered. Once you fill your bags up to pipe, then like just put a plastic bag or, you know, something like that over your frosting. That's what I do. That's what I do. But okay. Okay, so I have the big bag in here. You said I don't know what's been going on. Well, let me tell you. People have been making threats to other YouTubers, and I don't know if y'all saw Deanna Irvin's live last night, but man, I was gagging. Let me get the cake out the fridge. Okay. That was not the cake, you guys. I know some of y'all are like, what was that noise? I had dropped a pan. Okay. So the cake, when you touch it, it's a little stiff. It's a little stiffer. So, you said, yeah. I don't know if y'all follow Joyce. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use the big one first. I'm going to go around. I'm going to turn it around, you guys, after I finish this side. But I'm going to start on this side with my orange. But yeah, if y'all watch Joyce, it's called Beauty by Joyce Vlogs with a V as in Victor. Beauty by Joyce Vlogs. It's all one word. And her, Dazzle Levite, Billie Jean, and Neptarian, they have been doing like a 4-person panel on their channel on YouTube, on Joyce's channel. And they decided actually, to create a 4-panel YouTube channel for all 4 of them. That way, because otherwise, they've been only on Joyce's channel. And, if they're on somebody's channel, when you're always doing a panel, then that person is always getting the views. Now, they could have switched up and, just switch from different, to other YouTubers' channel, the next time, and then switch to the other YouTubers' channel next time, so they can, take turns getting a lot of views on their channel. But, they decided to go another route and just create a brand new channel and make them all 4, users on that channel. The new channel is called Grand Central Station. Grand Central Station. So, I did subscribe to Grand Central Station, and I must admit that I kind of agree with what they're doing. I agree with what they're doing as far as, a lot of you probably already know, there's been a lot of YouTube drama on YouTube. A lot of doxing, a lot of threatening, stalking. Yes, stalking. I did say stalking. People are out there finding out people's addresses and stalking them, having people stalk them, taking pictures and posting their pictures on Facebook. And the most recent stalking case was, and it's allegedly done by Chopper. I don't know how many of y'all might know Chopper or be familiar with Chopper, but he's part of TSCC. TSCC, Susie VS V_S Conscious channel. That's TSCC. Now that's what I heard. That's what they're alleging, that he's responsible for having somebody stalk down Deanna Irvin. They caught her in a local store by her house. Deanna stays in the South. She stays in the country. So it's not that many stores near her, for one. So it didn't take her long to figure out which store it was that she was at from the picture that was taken and posted on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube. But it didn't take her long to figure that out. And after inquiring, basically it took that girl, I swear, not even like an hour, because she came online first and was telling us what had happened, who had posted the picture. And it was basically, she was alleging, somebody's trying to inform her that she can be touched. And when somebody tells you that you can be touched, and then you see a picture posted on their channel of you at a local store in your neighborhood, what does that mean to you? This stuff on YouTube is just going too far. And like I said, I don't know what sector a lot of you guys are in that follow me, because some people is in the beauty sector, some people is in video games, some people, and then every now and then you'll check out other people's, content and move around YouTube from time to time. But in our sector over here, I don't know why it's the way it is. Matter of fact, a lot of people have recently mentioned that they're leaving this sector because they just can't stand, the way this sector is, what this sector has became. And it's really sad because a lot of YouTubers used to do a lot of what I do now. And that's like TV show reviews, reality show reviews, trending news reviews, stuff like that. And we'll just give our, commentary on it. But a lot of people who used to do stuff like that now no longer do stuff like that. And instead they're always like in beefs with people on YouTube. Like all the time. So as of lately, a lot of people have been saying that they're getting out of this sector and moving to different sectors. So it is royalty. It's really creepy. And so I was on live last night, and I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing so far on this side of the cake. I'm going to do it all around the cake. I'm just going to switch up on the colors. Hopefully you can see it really well. See the stars? So that's the pattern that we're doing today. Thank you, hon. Now I'm going to do some brown. I'm going to do some brown on this side, because again the colors for the cake is brown and orange. And they didn't ask for certain colors on the cake. Sometimes people will say, I want a cake red and black, or royal blue and white, or whatever. But they was just like, no, I just want a picture of my son's basketball team and a picture. They sent me the pictures that they wanted on the cake. So I have the pictures over there to the side. So after I finish the majority of the cake, I'll apply the picture on the cake and then start decorating around the picture. But yeah, royalty, it's really creepy. Like, that would really, really freak me out if somebody has somebody take pictures of me while I'm out driving or on my way to work or at a grocery store or hanging with my children. That would really, really like freak me out. Hey, Prince Network. Thank you guys. I'm just really getting started here. I have a ways to go. Well, not a ways to go, but with the star piping, it can take a little while to do the stars. But I'm gonna add some shells too. I'm gonna add some shells because the star tip can also be used to make shells. So I'm gonna add some shells to it as well. But Yeah, so Deanna saw the picture on they said it was Chopper. Now they said that he deleted the video. I didn't get to see the video because I sure went to look for it because I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Let me go check it out for myself. So I went to check it out, but they said that he had already deleted it. So, like, okay, well that figures. That figures. Somebody post a picture of you online on their YouTube channel of you at your local store, and they don't live nowhere near you, but they got a picture of you at their local store. So anyway, like I was saying, she did a little bit of research, and she got off her video, did a little research, made a few contacts, because again, her town is really small. They have like 2 or 3 stores in their town, little stores, and one of them is like at a truck stop. So again, she knows everybody who lives in the town, or pretty much, you know, familiar with everybody who lives in the town. And so it didn't take her long to find out who took the picture. So what had happened was, she was at the store, because in the picture that was posted of her at the store, they had changed the background. So obviously they used some editing and erased like the background of the store where she was and put something else in the background, but you could tell she was still in a store. And so they just edited some of it to look like, you know. So she made a few phone calls, went to the found out that there are cameras at this particular store where she thinks it might have happened, where she went. And she was telling us how she figured out who did it. And basically, she was at the store and buying a few things. And she said a lady came into the store. And she recognized the lady. And she said she went around, she did her shopping, she got whatever, you know, things that she need. Wasn't really paying attention to the lady. But she said on her way out the store, this is Deanna, she was like on her way out the store, on the way out the store, she had, one second, I'm trying to finish this row over here. She had, turned around, just happened to turn around. I don't know if she like felt like somebody was behind her or just turned around to look for something or forgot something, but she said she turned around and the lady was behind her, but she hurried up and spun around and started walking the other way. But still, Deanna was like not thinking nothing at the time, like this lady following me, or this lady, you know, trying to attack me, or is she trying to rob me, or, you know, she wasn't thinking nothing like that. She was just thinking like, okay, this lady, she forgot something. She, you know, hurried back and turned back to the store. And so she went home. She went home thinking nothing of it. And next thing you know, there's a picture of her on somebody's YouTube channel at a store that she just went to recently. Ain't that creepy? And the person whose channel is on don't live anywhere by you? Like, that is so creepy. I'm just shaving some excess frosting off, y'all. That is so creepy. So, she realized who it was and what store it was at. And so what she did was, she called the police. Which, I mean, wouldn't you do that? I mean, that'd be the first thing I would have done, was call the police after I find out who did it, where it happened, you know, stuff like that. That'd be the first thing I did, was call the police, and she filed a stalking or harassment or something like that. Which I would have done too. Now, what had me gagging last night was Deanna. She, hey Deshaun Foley. Thank you. I'm just making a birthday cake for a little 12-year-old boy. But, what had me gagging last night was Deanna. She started a new live last night on her channel. She started a new live after she had, told us what happened on the other live. She started another live to tell us that she found out who it was, found out what store it was. She told us how she found out. She told us about the girl. She said the girl is a hairdresser. She has her own beauty salon. She mentioned that the beauty salon isn't doing too well. And she also mentioned that her and Deanna had actually had an incident back in the day when Deanna was younger. And they had fought. And Deanna said, she beat her up. Well, Deanna beat the girl up. Of course, they're both ladies now. But come to find out, one of the girl who took the picture and another girl both were like mutual friends on Facebook with Deanna. So again, it didn't take her long to figure out, who did it. One of them gave a picture, she said, to Chopper, and the other one took the picture. Now, as far as like if one of the girls or both of the girls were paid to do this service, I don't know. I didn't hear that part. If she did mention that part, it was probably after I fell asleep, because I dozed off and I fell asleep and I woke up to somebody else video. But so I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it all. But make sure y'all like this video, y'all. Make sure y'all like this video and share it out. But yeah, so I'm like, it's so much stuff going on these YouTube streets. People stalking, people harassing, people doxing, people finding out where you live, and following you around and taking your pictures and posting them on YouTube, and it's just so much going on that's unnecessary. So back to the panel. Joyce, Beauty by Vlogs, Joyce with a V. V as in Victor, Vlogs. Beauty by Joyce Vlogs. She had basically had a Google Hangout one day with Dazzle Levy, Neptarian, and Billie Jean. 3 girls, 3 women, 1 man. And they did a hangout and they were discussing like what's going on YouTube and why is it going on and how to get started. So they had people like call in. They added other people to the hangout like April. They had on-site April and S. Hutchinson. They added them because S. Hutchinson and especially Online April, she basically was there from the beginning. When TSCC had got started, because remember, the alleged person who put these pictures on his YouTube channel and then deleted them was Chopper, who is a part of TSCC, and allegedly TSCC has done a lot of doxing in the past, calling people jobs, calling people's families, doing interviews with people's family for people on YouTube that they don't like or that was beefing with, calling people families up, asking them to do interviews, getting the 411 and background on people, basically doxing. So they had got on the panel. S. Hutchinson and April was also invited on, and they was giving a lot of details on how TSC got started. The founder of TSCC, which is Susie, aka VS, and they was basically like for a few days having this panel, and people were calling in saying what they thought, how they felt about TSCC. A lot of people don't like TSCC, but TSCC also has a lot of supporters. They have a lot of supporters as well. Every time VS go live, she get at least by the end of the live, at least like 500 to 1,000 people watching when she goes live. So a lot of people follow her and subscribe to her because normally they just want to see what's next, what's going on now, because it'd be a lot of mess usually, you know, on that channel. So some people aren't even subscribed to the channel, and they usually know what's going on though, because it's always some mess, and sometimes the mess has to do with another YouTuber that you might follow. So that's why a lot of people who might not be subscribed to TSCC still watches, because you get a lot of tea off of that channel. Hey, Chantel Kitchen and Vlogs. Hey, how you doing? But make sure you like the video and share the video out, please, and thank you kindly. I appreciate it. I'm just up here working on a birthday cake for a 12-year-old boy. His party is today, and I'm slowly making my way around this cake. I'm on the last side of the cake, then I can start with the top. But so they did a panel for a few days, maybe like 4 or 5 times they did the panel. Then they decided that they would just make, you know, a specific channel for just their panel. All 4 of these people, Neptarian, Billie Jean, Beauty by Joyce Vlogs, and Dazzle Levique, they all have their own channels, their own subscribers. But they decided to make one channel for all 4 of them, and it's called, again, Grand Central Station. So you guys might want to check out that channel, Grand Central Station. I think they currently have it, they just created it, so I think they currently have like maybe 300 or 400 people subscribed already. But what they're trying to accomplish, from what I can tell, is not only are they trying to stop VS or TSCC from a lot of the behaviors that they have done in the past, doxing and whatnot. I think they initially just started it because they just wanted to find out why is it going on, why is it happening, when did it start, who started it, you know, stuff like that. But now I think they're working towards trying to just get her, maybe not necessarily get her off YouTube, because if y'all know the history of TSCC VS, if y'all know the history, from what they say, she's not even supposed to be on YouTube. After she had got into it with Nephew Tommy, y'all know Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. He used to do a whole bunch of skits, a whole bunch of comedy, whole bunch of silly phone calls. He would call people and play on the phone with people, and you know, stuff like that. So that's a lot of people might remember him from that. Make sure I have all the spots filled, no empty spots, so you can see. Make sure you can't see the white through what I'm doing. Okay, looks pretty good. He used a little bit more brown over here. Just a little bit more brown. I don't like to see no white. And the reason why, some of y'all might be asking, like, why did you do the cake white and then color on top? I did the cake white and color on top because color frosting, the inks, they're not too cheap. Sometimes you might can catch them on sale, but normally the bottles are like $2 to $3 for color ink. Color frosting, you know what I mean. So, most people, when they're putting color designs on top, like piping designs, they'll do the base white. Because white, you don't have to buy color to make white frosting. White frosting is automatic when you use your butter and your white powdered sugar and, you know, your white milk, and, you know, it's already white. So you don't have to, you know, get that, pay to change that. But So anywho, now I'm about to make the border. And so they created this this panel for all 4 of them. And basically they're giving like their you know, their thoughts and feelings on what's going on or what's been going on. And I do like the fact that they're doing that, because what I think is might going to happen in the future is that they might not just stick to one person, you know, but it's a lot of people out here doing a lot of crazy stuff on YouTube. And there's been petitions. People have made petitions. They have reported stuff to YouTube. And although it seems like YouTube is making advances to, I guess, make tougher rules on YouTube or policies per se, a lot of people don't think that YouTube is doing enough. I'm just making my border. Making my border. I'm just making some shells. The border. I'll show you when I'm done going all the way around. I'll give you an up close. You can probably see it pretty well. Maybe. Maybe not. But I'll show you up close. Let the game. You said, oh, Glazy, it time, did Nightbot time you out? I just started using Nightbot just because I haven't got all my mods that I want yet. And I'm not the kind of person who, if you moderate for my channel, you have to be in every single video that I do. Because me personally, I don't always do videos at the same time all the time. Sometimes I might do a video in the morning, sometimes I might do them in the afternoon, sometimes I might do them in the evening, sometimes I might do them at night, sometimes late at night. So sometimes I could be just out in my car just driving around and feel like going live. So I added the Nightbot to kind of help assist with possible spam or curse words or, you know, stuff like that. But anywho, let me go ahead. Alright, let me show you guys the border. And this same border on the top, I'm going to put on the bottom around the edge. So that's a shell border. So that's what I have on the top. And I'll do the bottom later. But, oh shoot, I'm missing all my comments. Yes, it is, Lazy. Thank you. You want some cake? You know, I have certain snacks that I eat that I love. Like certain snacks that I really love. Cakes is not like at the top of the list for me. And some people like, are you serious? Cakes is not at the top of your list for, you know, cakes that you like to eat? I'm like, nope. Nope, I like to make them though. I really love to make them. Now, right now I'm doing some little shells. And I'm bringing them in towards the middle of the cake. And again, the shells is just created with the same tips I've been using. This open star tip. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up. see too well. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to refill that bag too. But you said you love my car lights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what do y'all think about everything I just talked about as far as stalking and everything like that? I use the ones from the store. Yeah, I use the ones from the store. I like the Wilton brand. And then there's another brand I think it's called, what is it called? Sunnyside Up, I think it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Sunnyside Up. But if y'all again want to hear more about what the panel is up to, or their discussions, or check out their content, again, it's called Grand Central Station. Grand Central Station. Now, I have to put a picture in here in the middle, so I'm just doing like a little bit of the inside towards the edges because the picture is going to go. I might put the picture kind of over here because I have something that I'm going to set on top of there. Basketball. Matter of fact, take that out now. So this is what I have. I'm going to put on the cake. It's a basketball. And I'm going to put it somewhere like, somewhere on the cake. So I think I'm going to have a picture probably this way, down this way, towards me. You said, Miss Tanya, is that a vanilla sponge cake you make or something else? This one right here that I made? Yep, the Wilton brand bag. Yep, I use those too. Some of the bags for piping, I don't like to use. Like, I like Wilton, but I don't like to use all of them. Like here's a bag of the Wiltons that I got. I don't like to use some of the other bags because they sometimes aren't made properly to fit the piping nozzle. And I used to think it was just me doing something wrong, even though I've been doing this for a long time. But as I kept trying to use them, it wasn't working out. So I went back to using the Wilton. And the nozzle fits perfectly secure. You don't have to hold the bag down in the nozzle to keep it from slipping out. None of that stuff. So, no, this cake is not a sponge cake. It's actually a yellow cake. They wanted a yellow cake. So, yeah, this cake is not a sponge cake. But I basically make whatever people ask for. And again, I basically do cakes or orders for family and friends. my little niece. I'm doing a cake next week for her. But yeah, this is just something I just do in my spare time. You know, just in my spare time when I have time. Because I do have a regular job and I have several YouTube channels. And I don't know if Maurice is still in the live, but I forgot about Maurice's comment. I'm sorry, Maurice. Maurice had asked me what's up with the hood table. And what I was started to say was Samantha and my schedules have not been working out lately. So as soon as we can get our schedules to work out with each other, then we're going to go on the hood table. The hood table is my other channel where I collaborate with my sister friend Samantha. And the last few times we've been wanting to go live, she had to work or I had to work or they needed her to do extra hours at work. So, you know, we're trying to do the best we can. We're trying to get it together. But yes, for those of y'all who didn't know, my other channel, besides my cake decorating channel, which is Tanya's Delights, Slice by Slice, but my other channel is The Hood Table, and again, it's a collaborating channel with me and my sister friend Samantha. And we go on that channel. We try to do once a month. That's our typical. If you go and check out some of our videos on The Hood Table, and it's D-A, like D as in David, D-A, and then Hood, and then Table. So if you go on The Hood Table, you can see some of the videos that we already have over there. And let's see, where should I put this picture? And then am I buffering? Or is that just my cell phone? Because I'm looking at the chat on my cell phone. But it looks like I was buffering. So let me know if I'm buffering, you guys. I hope not. Oh, it looks like it's okay. Hey, Crystal, Christine. Hey, YS Books. Hi. You been traveling? Cool. Where have you been? I need to get out and travel. I need to go some vacations. I need to go on vacation. Yes. That's what I need. Let me wash my hands because I'm about to put this picture on the cake. Trust me, I done made mistakes before decorating, and one of the biggest mistakes I made was not making sure my hands were totally clean of icing colors, and touched a picture that went on the cake and was blots all over the place. I was like, oh my God. So I'm over here at the sink and I'm just blotting a little water on the back of the edible picture because it has to be a little moist in order to stick on the cake, especially if the top of the cake is already dry. Not too much water though. You don't want to put too much water on there. So I put a little water on the back of it. And I'm gonna put the cake down here, put it in the corner. And I usually use the back of my hand to press down the picture on the cake. And just kind of press it into the frosting till you feel it's secure, because eventually it's going to start softening up really soft. Like some people be like, I don't like that edible stuff on my cakes. It tastes different. I don't know what people be doing, but I've never had any complaints. You just got to make sure it's really moist on the bottom. Because if it's not moist and you sit it on the frosting that's already been sitting and then already dried up, then it's just going to be sitting on top of it. So that's probably what some people be doing. Just be sitting it on top of there without moisturizing. Without making sure it's really moist. Because what it's going to do is it's going to start softening and it's going to become a part of the cake. And when you cut through it, it's going to be like you're just cutting right through the cake. So, okay, now I'm going to finish this border on the top edge of the picture. Now, some people don't like to decorate with smaller pipes because, as you see, it takes some time. It's time consuming. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I like using smaller pipes because they're more detailed. Way more detailed. And by securing the borders of the picture with a frosting design, it helps the edges stay down and soften up into the frosting as well. And I'm going to show you guys a pic after I'm done with this top part. Okay, let's see. Put a little orange down here. This orange really sets this brown off. I chose orange and brown. I never used this color combo before. But I chose orange and brown because, I mean, that's the first colors I think of when I think of basketball. And although the basketball is not technically orange, but it's kind of like a brownish. Some basketballs are kind of like a brownish. Some of them are a little more redder. Some of them are a little more oranger. So it just depends on what kind of basketball you're dealing with. But yes, this is going to look so cute. And then I'm going to finish the rest off with some brown shells. Okay, maybe I'll do a little brown, a little blue. Yeah, I think I'll do brown in the middle. Oh, yeah, that's what I'll do. So, I'm almost done. I told you I was gonna finish this cake really fast because the party is at 3. But I think maybe it's a little after because the person who's picking up the cake, they were like, we'll be there about 3:15 to your place. And I'm like, 3:15? If the party starts at 3. So I was like, okay. Okay. Where's my brown? Okay, where was I going? Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll leave the white on the inside. Leave a little white. And then I'm gonna put the little basketball on top. You said black people time. Girl, who you telling, Glazies? You already know. I was like, hold up. I always double, triple, quadruple check when people give me a time of a party. Because I'm telling you, when I first started doing cake decorating, I made mistakes. One of them was getting people's times mixed up with somebody else. And thank God the person who I had their time mixed up with somebody else, they were actually running late themselves, so they didn't really care. They was like, oh, you got time, I'll be there, So it was like not that big of a deal, but that taught me a big lesson. Double, triple, quadruple check the times that people need their cake. And I'm gonna do one last row of orange, then I'm gonna leave like just a white, just a little white, so they can just see the little white. And then I still have to do the bottom of the cake border. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, but you guys, I got another wedding order next month. Another wedding order. They want a whole bunch of cupcakes. That's the thing now. Like, have y'all noticed that? I don't know if some of y'all been to any weddings lately or watch wedding shows or anything like that, but it seems like the thing now is for people to do more cupcakes than cake. They might have like a personal cake for the bride and maybe a personal cake for the groom, and then they'll have like a whole bunch of cupcakes. I think my biggest order for cupcakes was like 120. And they'll put them on this really nice, fancy, cool stand, that stands real high. And sometimes it's kind of, the stand might be shaped like a cake, start at the bottom and go in. And it just have cupcakes all around, all around, to the very, very top. And some people are doing that. Doing the cupcake thing. And they're like, for one, it saves a little time. Because when you have cake, you have to cut all the pieces of the cake, because otherwise, you know how people will do. People will slice their own piece of cake and make a mess and might get a super big piece and, stuff like that. But because when it comes to a party or a wedding or something like that, party size pieces of cake is not the same. People don't understand it's not the same as it's not the same as a size that you would use at home. Some people get to parties and they like, okay, the cake that you tell the people, who's making your cake, oh, I need a cake for I don't know, 60 people, something like that. If you let people cut the cake any kind of way they want to cut the cake, you gonna have like 15 slices. Yeah, that's cute too. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea, Glazies. That's a really good idea. But I'm like, I don't know. I guess that's the thing now. Some people, getting away from cakes. And I'm like, that's cool. Whatever works. For different people, whatever works. I done all kind of stuff for people weddings. Rice Krispie treat shaped like hearts, chocolate covered. Rice Krispie treats shaped like hearts. All kind of stuff. I'm like, whatever you want is what you get. Okay, yeah, this is going to show a little sliver of white. And also, you guys, I had to put a pic on the thumbnail. Otherwise, it would have showed the pic from my last live. So the pic on the thumbnail is a random pic of some cakes from a party that I did, like a table filled with slices of cake. But when I get done, I'm going to put this on there on the thumbnail. But I'm almost done. I just have to do the border around the bottom of the cake. Put some more brown frosting. And see, sometimes people, when you use color frosting, especially if it's brown, they might think it's chocolate. They might think it's chocolate frosting. And now, if you want chocolate frosting, I can give you chocolate frosting. Because I make all my frostings from scratch. Chocolate, vanilla, one second. Chocolate, vanilla, whipped, meringue, cream cheese. I do whatever frosting people want. But yeah, Glazies or Mark, one of you guys, hit me up like an hour before y'all want to go live, so I can make sure I'm ready, set, and go. And then, mocha frost. Oh yeah, that's good. Frosting is good. And I be telling people, like, even if you making a cake, even if you're not a professional or not an advanced cake decorator, if you making a cake for home, just for your kids, for your husband, for yourself, whatever, and even if you're not advanced, just start small with frosting, because that frosting at the store, it's just not the same as frosting that you can make at home. And it does not take a lot to make frosting. It's very easy to make frosting. It really is. And it tastes a whole lot better. And those little cans of frosting at the store, they don't even go that far. They don't even stretch that far, and you can't pipe with them. So if you want to, if you're trying to like practice on piping, like like I'm doing with the bags and piping and stuff, and decorating and borders, and this handle keeps falling off this spoon. It's best to pipe with homemade frosting and practice with homemade frosting. One time I made a German chocolate shake, a German chocolate cake for this guy at my church. He's like the deacon. He's one of the deacons at my church, and he wanted a German chocolate cake. I make cakes. Like I said, I make cakes for families and friends. I make cakes for my pastor, the first lady, their kids. Matter of fact, I got to do a birthday cake next month for my pastor's youngest daughter, and she wants the wow theme. And if y'all don't have kids, y'all probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I didn't know what they were talking about. I'm like, wow, like, I'm thinking, wow, like, you guys know the gospel music CDs called Wow? Everybody used to order those back in the day, and I think they still sell them, as a matter of fact. And they would have like all kind of different gospel artists on there, and I'm like thinking in my head, okay, wow, she wants, they religious. They church, they pastors, they man. I was like, okay. But then the first lady at my church, she sent me a picture. She said, this is the picture that my daughter wants on her cake. And it was like some little girl cartoon characters with name Wow, or I don't know. And I was like, oh, okay, because I was so confused. So yeah, that's happened to me several times when people hit me up and be like, my child wants this type of birthday cake and this theme, and I'm like, what is that? Like, when I did if you go to my Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice Facebook page, and click on photos. I have a bunch of photos of all the cakes and everything that I've done. And they said they wanted the Ninja Girl theme, the Black Ninja Girl. And I'm up here like, what? They done came out with a Black Ninja Girl? Who the hell? Then what channel is this on? What Cartoon Network? Is this BET? I'm like, Black Ninja Girl. I'm looking all over the internet like, I ain't never heard of no Black Ninja Girl. And I have kids, but I have boys. And my boys, they haven't been into cartoons. Even when they was little, they was more into sports, wrestling, race car shows. They was into action films. They was into all that kind of stuff. They weren't really into cartoons. So, and then now that they older, I really I don't know nothing about no doggone cartoons. And so I was like, okay, Ninja Girl. It took me forever, y'all. When I say forever, I was searching online forever, at least like a week and a half. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what these Ninja Girls look like. I don't know. Man, I don't know how, but I was just looking up something. Ninja themes. I looked up something. And what came up was, I think it was Legos movie, like a Legos movie or a Lego cartoon. And one of the characters on that cartoon was a Black Ninja Girl. I was like, Why was this so hard to find? I guess maybe it wasn't like a big deal or something, that particular character. I don't know. I just found that kind of strange. But then I started searching around some more. And I searched, I don't know if y'all ever heard about it. If you throw a lot of parties or work for companies who throws a lot of parties, you might have heard of Oriental Trading, which is from here, Omaha in Nebraska. So I went to their website, just took a chance and looked up Ninja Girl. And it pulled up Ninja Girl cake cup toppers, Ninja Girl cupcake holders, and it was like in the ninja design, like Japanese or Chinese or whatever it is, design with all the words, and it had all kind of stuff. And I was like, the little cupcake holders, like that you bake the cupcake, it had all kind of stuff. Oriental Trading right here in Omaha. I could have went to the doggone store, because we have stores here you can just walk into. And I could have went right in the store and got what I needed. Oh yeah, I like rum cake, and I like pineapple cake too. Glazes and almond cake. I made an almond cake for it was a set of twins, because there's a gas station down the street from my house, right? A gas station and / grocery store. It's not like a full grocery store, but you know what I mean. You can buy a lot of stuff there. Tissue, cleaning supplies, food, liquor, cereal. You can buy a whole bunch of stuff there. And from time to time, I'll take a whole bunch of cupcakes and I'll take them down there, and I'll just be handing them out to the people who work there. And there'll be like people shopping there, getting gas or whatnot. And I'm like, anybody want a cupcake? Little kids be up in there. Ask your mom, can you have a cupcake? I'll just do that from time. I go to the nursing homes and pass out cupcakes. I just, I like what I do, and I just do it. It's like a hobby. So it's not like my main business or nothing like that. But I had went down there one day, and one of the ladies who worked there, she wanted to get a cake for this set of twins, these twin girls. And if you go to my page, Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice on Facebook, you'll see the cake. It's like a pink cake, and it got pictures of a set of twins as babies, and then a set of twins as grown women on the top of the cake. That cake was almond. Man, they must have talked about that cake for like 3, 4, 5 months. They was like, that's the best almond cake I'd ever tasted. I made the almond cake, and I made I made almond buttercream frosting to go on it, and it was piece of frosting on the top of the cake. But they said it was fire. I was like, okay, all right. But thank you, Glazies. Thank you. Well, I'm done with this cake, y'all. Unless y'all think it needs something else. Y'all think it needs some more colors? Okay, let me turn it around so y'all can see what I did. I am done with this cake. And how much time I got left? It's 2:05. It's 2:05, y'all. I did good timing. And mind you, I was supposed to get up early this morning to do this cake, and got off track because I ran out of sheets to make the pictures. And I think it looks okay. I think I might need to add another border at the bottom for the orange. Yep. Hold on one sec. I didn't all the way cover the bottom of the picture. Okay. And I got colors all over me. You see what I got on? T-shirts. When I make cakes, I just wear random stuff. T-shirts, pajamas, anything that get stained that I don't really care about. So, can y'all see this? I don't want to drop the cake now. That is the cake. Now, I'm going to box it up. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. I forgot. The main, egg, the little two-step. Bam, the basketball. Forgot the basketball. I'm just going to put that right there. Bam. Okay, let me show y'all again. Has a little basketball on the top. Little basketball. Okay. Now, the basketball can't stay on there because the lid won't shut, right? But when I'm usually put stuff on top of the cake, I'll just tell them, just put it on there at the party. They sent me the name that they wanted to put on there, and it was TRE. I think it stands for Trey. I'm just putting the box together for the cake. The way they send me the name, that's exactly how I put it on there, and that's they sent it to me as TRE. Now, me personally, I was thinking maybe it should have a hyphen on it, but I was like, whatever. Okay. Set the cake over here for a minute. In the box. Let me see. It might fit. Okay. I just wanted to see if it'll fit in there or not. Yep. It fits. Okay. Alright, it fits. So, I can leave that in there. Or I could just tell them to put it on the cake when they get to the party. I guess it doesn't really matter. But, anywho, that is another day of cake decorating and chit-chatting with your girl, Tanya Primetime TV. Again, make sure y'all put them likes up if y'all haven't already put them likes up. I'm about to get out of here. I'm going to finish boxing up this cake and cleaning up, rinsing out my bowls, cleaning my bowls, all my supplies, all that stuff, get them in the dishwasher, and start cleaning up. Thank you, Glazies. I appreciate it. Thank you, honey. So, I'm going to take a picture of it, as I normally do, and when I take pictures of it, I usually tag people in it, the people who the cake is for. I tag them in it, unless it's a surprise. Like, if it's a surprise party, if it's a surprise party, I don't post it until after I know the party has started, the cake is on the table at the party, and people have seen the cake. So I usually wait a couple of hours after a party time before I tag whoever it is in the cake. And I'll also put it on my Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice Facebook page as well. And I'll put it on the thumbnail. Yeah, I'll put it on the thumbnail for this video. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for joining me. Sorry I was so late. But the cake got done in time. I'm an hour early. Yes. I'm still an hour early. So I might just go ahead and just drop the cake off. So who knows? Who knows? I'll see if she wants me to, because I have to go towards that direction anyway, where they are, because I have to go visit my cousin. Y'all know I've been mentioned a few times on different videos about my cousin had been in the hospital for like 2 weeks. They finally released her home, like I think the day before yesterday. And so I want to go visit her today because I didn't go visit her yesterday because I had to work. And then what did I do after work? I can't remember what I did after work. Oh, I was out shopping, and then I had a training class. Yeah, I had a training class. So for my job. So yeah, I couldn't go over there yesterday. But today I'm going to go see her. So I thank you guys for all your prayers. For my cousin TT, and she appreciates it too. I was like, I told everybody on my little prime time squad to keep you in the prayers. She was like, oh, that's so nice. She said people been putting it on Facebook and YouTube, and she was like, we got everybody praying for me. So she appreciates it. She really, really does. So thank you so much, you guys. From us to you, we appreciate it. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Later tonight we'll be doing a Google Hangout with Mark and Glazies. You probably saw them in the chat. Glazies still in the chat. Glazies and Mark and I don't know, we might add more people on there. We'll see. But we're going to be on a Google Hangout tonight. So make sure you guys connect with each other. The people in the chat, connect with each other. And then when we go to do our Hangout tonight, you'll get the notifications because you've been connected with us. And anybody who connects with me, just leave it in the comment section, not in the chat. Leave it in the comment section underneath the video after the video is over with. And you connect with me and I'll return the love. I'll connect with you. That's how we do it over here. So anyway, you guys, in the meantime and in between time, y'all know how we do. PT Squad. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.